but I see Papa's lips moving fast like a cat, and Willie just hangs there against the wall, smiling at me, looking pretty. I'm Daniel Olivas. I'm the Senior Assistant Attorney General for the Land Use and Conservation Section of the California Department of Justice. My parents raised us to look at life in a way that was more than just making money. My dad worked in a factory, my mom was a homemaker. In the mid-60s, they decided to improve their lives. And they went to LA City College and majored in psychology. And they both became Head Start teachers. Their view of employment, helping people, was something that became part of me. And so going to law school didn't mean going to a large corporate firm forever and making a ton of money. It meant that I would have a career where I could try to make the world a little better place. My family history does influence what I do as a lawyer. So often people from immigrant communities, even those who might be second generation like I am, we are so often not appreciated. There's like a love-hate relationship. It's your work is needed, but you don't quite belong. You're not really an American. And so when I look at cases and I look at the kind of matters that this office does, it doesn't matter where you came from. The law needs to be enforced and everyone should be treated fairly. I think everyone in the office has a passion to do many different things. Some people enjoy sports, some people dance, some people sing. I write fiction, I write poetry, I write plays. My parents' love of literature, in particular my father's love of writing, I think became an important part of my life. My dad had wanted to be a writer. When I was an infant and he worked in a factory, he would work the night shift, and during the day he typed on a Royal Quiet Deluxe typewriter, and he wrote fiction and he wrote poetry, but he never got published, and he destroyed everything. And he focused on raising his family. And so I think that desire to tell stories really came from my dad. I had always been writing in one way or another when I was in grammar school, high school, even law school. But at the age of 39, my wife had suffered the fifth of what would be 7 miscarriages. And so I was helping my wife and our young son with their grief, but I wasn't dealing with my grief very well. So I started to write. I ended up writing a short novel called The Courtship of Maria Rivera Peña. And it simply was a love story that was based on my family history of Mexican immigrants coming to LA in the 1920s. And by expressing it through literature, I ended up going through a very cathartic experience. It helped me with my grief. But once that got published by a small press, I couldn't stop writing. I started writing short stories that got published in literary journals, and then poetry. Then I started doing book reviews, and this year saw the publication of my 11th and 12th books. So it was all there. It just, maybe in some ways it was suppressed because of what my father went through. But once I started writing and being published and accepted by publishers, I couldn't stop. I think it's an important marker to allow people who perhaps never appreciated this amazing heritage and culture to view it through different lenses, through literature, through the arts, through food, through music. And then for those of us who grew up in it, to celebrate our experiences. So often our experiences are denigrated and not appreciated. and not elevated. So I hope it's something that people will, go to their library and look at the list of books or see what plays are out there that might help them celebrate the month.